And we are live on, I don't know, we've done like 80 some of these episodes of Unicorn Chef. For those of you who haven't been watching or haven't picked up, not only has the herd grown, but it's become more awesome. And so one of the advantages we have is when we have a deadbeat chef who is signed up and cancels at the last minute, I got people to fall back on who can help out. And one of them is Caitlin,
who happens to be going on PTO tomorrow. So I'm going to be drinking even more wine than usual, which is saying something. So.
All right. So let's see if we can get this episode to about the 30-minute mark and see what like super drunk Caitlin sounds like. I have a feeling it's going to sound like sober Mike Ellis.
I think it's going to sound like Mike Ellis when he has his morning coffee, but I mean, who knows? So,
so for those who aren't aware, Caitlin, Mike, and Ryan Kovar have joined. We are now the Unicorn Chefs. I guess we're Unicorn Chefs. So you'll be seeing us throughout every Wednesday, kind of intermittently. And we've got a bunch of really cool ideas that I'd say this is the dream team, but it's more like the nightmare team with what's about to be unleashed on you. So get ready.
And also the thing I'm most excited for. So one, I'm extremely excited for next week for your episode with Melissa. Melissa, I got to meet over last weekend, is spectacular. And that's going to be a wonderful episode. But more than anything, I'm excited for our fucking box wine tasting, which I hope is going to be the 14th of October. And we're going to basically drink all the most disgusting, stank, weird wines, even though Mike Ellis calls it just like delicious wonderfulness. I think they most likely will taste like old socks. We're going to taste them so you don't have to, and we'll let you know what to buy and not to buy at the grocery store while just being weird. So,
Mike calls that breakfast.
So did my grandpa, but that's okay.
So for those of you cooking along at home, you know the deal. We'd love to see what you make. #Unicorn Chef. So share what you make. It's always interesting to see how people make different things, particularly if you have amazing pasta versus whatever Caitlin's got.
Takeko is fucking delicious. Everyone likes Takeko. So I will actually say, all right, we have people actually responding in the chat, and I want to bring them in. So, all right, I'm making a really janky, non-traditional version of pesto, right? Which would make my friend Stephanie, who literally has a cheese that her grandmother brought the recipe over. It's called Dago cheese. It'd make her grandmother just roll over in her fucking grave. Because it's got like peas and all these things in it. But if you guys, I'm going to let you guys pick. I can either use Takeko fuseli, which is going to get all the ridges in there, or I can use, Bryson said had some wonderful things to say about it, gluten-free brown rice tagliatelle, which should, I mean, it could be good. It could be fucking good. I don't know. So you guys we're going to do like a choose your own adventure, and I'm going to pick which one I actually make it with. And we've got 5 people here, so it's not going to be hard to get a quorum. I'll let you guys vote. So let me know if I should make, again, tagliatelle brown rice or fuseli. So.
Bree, you can't just say, "Oh, do that." You have to tell us which one. We don't know. We don't know when you posted that.
Bryson, Bree makes sis Edmonds cry on a daily basis, like multiple times. So I would just be careful. That's all I have to say. So.
I know they're friends with you, so I'm already on high alert. Pick the weirdest one. I'm guessing that's the rice. We got Bree saying the rice.
All right.
So I think you're gonna eat the garbage pasta.
Well, we'll say maybe it will be good. I mean, I am making something also with vegan cheese today, so we're gonna see actually if the vegan cheese could be bad. Who fucking knows? We'll find out.
Well, this is the best part about our little herd here is that we have different chefs with different techniques. And if I've learned anything from Mike, if you burn it enough, it tastes the same.
I think the actual professional term is charred. We are on a cooking show. It's supposed to be called charred, Bryson. I thought you would know better. So
I clearly don't. The blank look is not faked.
Okay, so we have to what? All right.
Well, let's do our one good part of the show when we go back to being just ridiculous and terrible human beings. So tonight's charity.
As always, I'm a good 34-year-old woman. I wrote this down in huge font on my card. So as usual, I'm going to raise money for Forgotten Harvest. This is a charity out of Detroit that delivers 138,000 pounds of surplus food per day, 5 days a week to local charities. And it helps reduce food waste and feeds, again, a whole shitload of people, 138,000 pounds of food per day, 5 days a week. I will match any donation up to $100 today. I think last time I was on here, we raised $1,000 total, was the 1,000 and change, because I had Bree was one of them who also donated. So yeah, we raised 1,000 and change actually for Forgotten Harvest, and I'm not expecting to get there today, but I will match anything up to $100 myself. So.
Hold on. I'm roasting Mike on chat. He was propositioning Tony. All right, so please donate, and we got a match again. And I don't think we have anything other than, what are you drinking, Caitlin?
I'm drinking a Ferrari Carano Fume Blanc. I was like, oh, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm gonna like have something kind of like fun and light and be happy. And then like in Michigan, like the only thing I can say, because now we're going back to the part where we're just shitty people, is I was thinking about this. It's like, it reminds me of like a spicy asshole outside. Like it's just terrible and horrible. And it's nothing that anyone wants to be going on. And yeah, that's exactly how I feel about the outside right now. So
a spicy asshole outside. That's what it tastes like.
No,
hold on. Is that what the arugula is for? We're going to be tossing salad?
The weather is like a spicy asshole.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
The Fume Blanc is not.
The Fume Blanc is lovely and light and delicious and everything I would want from a nice, happy wine.
Okay. So if your outside temperatures are like tossing salad with somebody that's just eating burritos, this is the meal to bring you back home.
If you were in Michigan right now, you can look outside and you know what it looks like. It's terrible outside right now. And we have flood warnings and all this shit, so it's horrible. So.
Well, I mean, it's already the end of the earth. I mean, the last 2 years, we're ready to give up. Planet's over.
That all the birds are dying, this is true.
Let's just eat well on the way out.
And drink well, so yes. All right, what am I making today? I will tell you though. And let me get my beautiful fish. I have a beautiful piece of fish. All right. So tonight we're making like something that's super, super easy and comforting, and it's extremely forgiving and chill. And right now we are making, if you can see, we're going to roast a big piece of salmon, which I have seasoned with cumin and salt and pepper and a whole bunch of deliciousness. And then we're going to make a pasta accompaniment for that. I like to always roast my salmon because I don't think it needs to be screwed with. Like you can literally just pop it in the oven. And then I actually have directions in the description here. You want it till it's like slightly brown. Let me know what you think about this because everyone has different opinions. I don't put a temperature reader in it, anything like that. I actually just go by the color. And that's kind of how I cook my salmon. I've been roasting salmon for a really long time. And I don't like to saute it. I don't like to do anything. I literally like to just pop it in the oven until it gets a nice color. What do you think? What do you do with your salmon?
So part of it is color, and then I complete with touch.
Okay.
Kind of like the same kind of thing. You can get that firmness, and you can tell. So
here's going to be my thing of the day. If anyone didn't know this is what I learned in my brief stint in culinary school. So the white stuff that's like released from the fish when you cook it is called albumin. And that's what comes out of the salmon when you cook it in the oven and roast it and it gets heated up. I wait for all the albumin to release and then it to have like a nice brown color. And that's when I know it's done. So the first thing you want to do though is cook the salmon, which is going to go in right now. For me, so they should have their oven heated to what? Here's what you can do with the salmon. You can do 350. If you want to rush it, you can actually do it at 400. Again, it's just going to be taken out a little bit earlier. But it depends on what you want to do. If you're in a rush, you can put it in there at 400 and just make sure you keep an eye on it. But I would say 350 is good. That's what I usually do is put it in at 350. So, ooh, sous vide. What? Sorry, Tony Hunt. He likes to sous vide it. Yeah, sous videing is good for salmon. The one thing I don't like sous videing is chicken. It sounds like it would be rubbery. It's not that it gets rubbery. It doesn't get rubbery. That's what happens when the moisture comes out. That's what gets that like rubbery or that stringy kind of thing. It more turns to like cafeteria, like mush. Gruel, almost. Chicken gruel. Oh. Did you read the ransomware negotiations between the chicken company and the fucking who I don't know what actual ransomware variant it was. Did you read this? No, I haven't. Now I'm interested. I want to know the transition. We all know that you can tell. No, it actually is. It works. So we all know that you can tell people, like everyone can go in and see usually the negotiations between the ransomware operator and whoever they're negotiating with. It's all public. The company that got ransomware, whoever was negotiating, just went completely ham and like was telling the ransomware negotiator like the only thing that was violated was your mother. I violate your mother every night and he said, stick it up my asshole and all this kind of shit. And it's a chicken company. And so whoever it was, this man at the chicken company just went crazy. And yeah, I don't know. I like it though.
Well, so I mean, what ended up happening?
I mean, I hope they have good backups. I don't fucking, I mean,
are there still chickens happening, or like it's over and the guy's like, fuck my asshole?
I mean, I don't think stick it up your asshole is necessarily a pejorative. That depends who you are. So, I mean, we will say that. But like, I don't know. I just was reading it on Twitter 2 hours ago, and I love Twitter, and yeah, that's all.
Well, in a pinch, a chicken beak is an appropriate anal plug. This
is your Sunday night, or?
In a pinch, if you get stuck on I-80 and you're just truck stop, it's gonna be a chicken around.
I think this has gone I enjoy that this has gotten off the rails very quickly. All right, so
I warned you in advance. I did warn you.
This is true, and I like it.
I said I was in a special mood.
I'm always in the special mood, and as Bree knows.
And Bree is the one who was like, "This is good information." I can tell she's writing it down. Bree, you can also find this on the bathroom stall in Huntington, West Virginia. It's the third one. If you tap your foot 3 times, Lester will come out.
This is
we're cooking food, right? Like what are we making again? I forgot. We're making food.
Cheers to all 9 people who are watching along right now for a very special episode of Unicorn Chef that just got a little nuts. But speaking of nuts, in my pesto.
What a transition. That's a professional. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it here tonight. The making of a star.
All right, so what we're doing right now is we're roasting the salmon in the oven, but then we are also boiling our water because we're going to have pasta with pesto, and it's kind of a non-traditional pesto. So there's also more to as well because I couldn't actually get any pine nuts. I had to use walnuts. In this bowl, though, the reason why I'm making this is my brother and sister-in-law are full vegan. This is a recipe that they recommended that's delicious for pesto. And in here, we have basil, parsley, a vegan Parmesan cheese, which I've tried. It's not terrible. Peas, garlic, raw garlic. I'm going to put it over here. And then also nuts as well. And I couldn't find pine nuts, as I said. But if you ever actually use walnuts in pesto, it's really, really good. And I highly, highly recommend it. So that's what's going to go in our pesto. All of this is going to be blended in the blender with olive oil. And then we're going to taste it and go from there. So are you ready for that part? Can I put it in the blender?
You are ready. I already made mine.
Oh, shit. Good for you. This should only take a second, so I was kind of waiting to do it. Should I mute it? I don't want to I particularly.
Yeah, mute it when you do that. I'll interact with the crowd. I'll take care of the hoi polloi. Tony thinks that the ransomware situation might have been in Texas and that the company paid. So somebody will check out. Your brother sucks at fantasy football.
Cole!
Whose brother doesn't suck at fantasy football?
Mine.
I don't know if mine plays. And Caitlin did not mute herself. See, now that's experience when you don't even put the top on when you start it. Those of you in chat are welcome to ask questions while she's busy. Yeah, pro skills. I guess this is a good opportunity for me to sample mine while I wait.
Am I still on mute?
Nope, you are not. You were never on mute. We heard everything.
When you do pesto, you want to taste it a couple times and just always kind of adjust it in the blender. And you're going to see when you make pesto that basically, depending on what ingredients you're using, sometimes it's going to be more sharp with the garlic. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more of this. This needs more cheese, probably because I use vegan cheese and it's not very fatty. And then it's also going to need a little bit more olive oil, I think. So.
So is that what makes it vegan? Is just the cheese is the one change?
Basically, yeah. That's what I think anyways.
Yeah. I did not use vegan cheese. I just used regular Parmesan.
This, because of my brother being vegan, I like to try all the different vegan cheeses and see if any of them are actually good substitutes. It's kind of like an interesting game of roulette. So we shall see. And then I need my olive oil. Okay.
Bree notes that adding lemon is good. That's true. It gives it a little bit of a bright flavor.
Do you think I should add the lemon now, I think, actually. That is true. Thank you, Bree.
Team effort.
Yes.
I think this could work with chicken instead of salmon. Yeah. I mean, you could really substitute any protein.
Salmon, I think, is going to be the easiest though, because salmon has the most, like, it's the most relaxed. Basically, like chicken, I think once the chicken gets overcooked, the chicken gets overcooked. But like salmon, you can just kind of, it's a little more forgiving, and I like things that are forgiving. So.
Yeah, if I were to do chicken, I would cook the chicken and then cut it into cubes to toss it with the pasta.
Yes, 100%. All right, I'm going back on my blender. 1 second.
The elusive mute button. Wait, I think I can mute you. Let's try that. Yeah, I can. There you go. Look, see? Problem solved. No blender.
I really like this.
Could you just put some on the screen? I'll just.
Yeah, I'm going to right now. I was enjoying, sorry. All right, so this is, if we can see. The color, because of it being terrible outside, you can't see the kind of like vibrant green that it is. It's very, very wonderfully green. Almost like the color of romaine lettuce. My camera's bad, excuse me. And then it's thick, which this is what I want. I want it to be nice and thick because I want it to kind of really coat the shit out of my noodles, to be honest with you. And then I'm also gonna have it like for dipping later in the day or something like that. So I'm happy. It might just be because I'm hungry, but
Who doesn't like it thick?
I mean, some people. Whoever dated Kate Moss in the 90s, they don't like it thick. So.
One of my favorite jokes of her was the Family Guy episode where she turns sideways and she's invisible.
Again, some people don't like it thick.
Those people are wrong. You tell them, Cole.
Cole is Cole is right now the worst person in my fantasy football league. And Cole is actually a very interesting person who'd be interesting to have on the show. My fantasy football league is clinical psychologists, a bunch of civil engineers, and myself and my brother. And Cole lives in a trailer and does civil engineering all around the country with his trailer, and that's what he does.
What's a political psychologist?
Oh, did I say political? A clinical.
Oh, clinical. Okay.
Clinical
that makes, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Just yeah. Oh, hold on. Here. So I had to pour wine for someone that's very important.
Was that your mom?
It's pouring wine for my mother. Yes.
Is she going to come say hi again?
She can actually.
She misses me, right? She misses me.
So my mom.
I don't know if she remembers me, but I feel
like my mom calls you. My mom only doesn't know your name, but she calls you Unicorn Chef, and she calls you Chef. She's like, "Oh, the chef." You can say hello, Mom.
Hello. So
hi,
nice
Mom.
to
Good to see you again.
Well, get in the camera. Get in the camera.
Oh, which way?
This way. It's backwards.
There you go.
And say hi to Cole from the fantasy football team.
Hello, everyone, and I can't wait to have this dinner. Enjoy your time.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then also, so my dad drives me. So I'm cooking dinner for my parents tonight too, because my dad drives me to the airport. I'm 34 years old. My dad drives me to the airport every time I go to the airport because he's a good father. And so I go to the airport tomorrow at 8:30. I'm gonna make my parents a nice dinner, and yeah. So
it's gonna be funny because I know when your mom has the second glass, we're gonna see her again for a longer period of time.
Yes, probably. Oh, Logan.
Yep, Logan just joined. So tomorrow you're going to New Orleans, right?
Yes, I'm going to New Orleans for my brother's 30th birthday from Thursday to Tuesday, which I'm going with 2 vegans, but we're like, okay, sometimes we're going to split up. Sometimes it's not going to be, full vegan. And do you salt the water with your pasta, by the way?
I do. You have to salt the water.
I think so.
So adding oil, don't add oil. Add salt. Make it taste like the ocean. That's what you want to boil your pasta in.
That sounds good. Yeah, then I got 2 days by myself, which will be fun. So I'm in a good hotel. I'm very happy.
Oh, and I sent you 2 restaurant recommendations on Twitter.
That I don't know what the fuck happened. You did, and then a whole bunch of people. I got a ton of good restaurant recommendations, and this is why our community is actually wonderful. Is because literally I'm going to use that like every single time I actually want to go eat. I'm going to look at that. So, all right, how is your water?
What do you mean? How's my water?
Oh my God, I don't even want to start. My friend came to visit me in Michigan and insulted my water. Like actually insulted my water. But no, I didn't mean in a literal sense. I mean, is your water boiling? That's what I meant.
I
was very
started
upset.
it because you just asked me about salting it. So that was my cue to start the water. So now I'm starting the water.
Okay.
You're leading this, Caitlin. You got to give cues. You got to be like, do this now so that this is ready at this time.
I was supposed to be the guest, but I have arm wrestled you for it. A 5-foot-tall blonde woman in Michigan has arm wrestled you for this, and you're losing. I'm sorry. So.
Because my water isn't boiling yet.
Yes.
I'm probably about 5 to 7 minutes from water boiling, and I have a funny story about the water of Michigan.
Okay.
Your previous governor who oversaw that.
Yes. The poisoning of a whole bunch of people and then the cover up of the poisoning of a bunch of people.
Yep. I met him.
Rick Snyder.
Yep.
I mean, what's funny about that? I don't understand what's funny about that.
So his whole staff was like, don't talk about Flint, Michigan. Don't bring up Flint, Michigan. And I'm like, well, this shouldn't be a problem because what we're talking about has nothing to do with Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Except for the one guy who was with me who is from Flint, Michigan.
Fuck yes.
Well, he couldn't resist.
You have to. And he's an elected official. He's an elected official. Like our taxes pay his salary. And the salary.
There's a difference between citizenry, like expressing a concern, and like you're a small business and you get to meet with the governor.
Okay. I asked the people on my last team, I'm like, if I actually lived in an authoritative system, would I be like thrown in jail and killed by the state? And they're like, yes, you would. And so like, I actually don't agree with that. I think like, even if you're meeting the person, if you were a citizen, like I'm sorry. This is a wide ranging unicorn chef today. Now we're on politics, but like, I think, yeah, I mean, this person, you pay the person's salary. They are your elected representative. I think you can speak to them that way. I'm sorry.
That's not what I'm saying.
With them.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, what are you saying?
When you're trying to build a business relationship with a state.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, I understand.
No, yeah, no, that's different.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, no, that was the end of that.
I'm sure. Yeah. Yes.
No, absolutely. I lived in the Soviet Union. I lived in East Germany. I know what authoritarian governments look like up close. Yes.
You lived for how long?
6 years.
That's
I grew up over there. I moved to the United States as a teenager.
This is interesting.
I'm usually not described as not interesting. Most of the negatives around me are different ones.
So were your parents in East Germany the whole time?
Nope.
I feel like there's more to be said here, but you're intentionally withholding.
Yep.
My mother is chuckling in the other room.
Finish that glass of wine. Come on back.
Oh, she will. Trust me.
I know she will. That's what's so
I gotta tell her that Logan says
back.
hi too, because she's blowing kisses, and she says hi to Logan as well. So Logan is the only ex-boyfriend who I get along with. So hello, Logan, and thank you for being here.
We're gonna put that in all capital letters in the chat.
Which one?
What? Huh?
Oh yes, no. Oh yeah, no. But Logan knows he's so Logan.
He knows he's an ex.
Oh my
Like
God.
he's
Now
confused.
the line is getting
Wait, are you breaking up with him right now? Is
No,
this,
no,
is
no.
this
The line
happening
is
live?
No.
Logan, dude, we're so sorry, but you know what? This is a good meal to get over it with.
So Logan, my favorite meal of the day is breakfast, particularly a good breakfast. And Logan, when we were both living in Playa del Carmen, he took me to breakfast every single morning, and then we would go do our own thing. And I didn't know till after we broke up that he doesn't like breakfast at all, like at all. And we would go eat breakfast every single day. Yeah. So cheers to Logan for that. The only thing about when you do the salmon my way, by the way, is you have to check on it all the time. You have to check on it for the color, check on it for all these things. So I am putting my pasta in. We have decided on the weird pasta, which is the rice noodle pasta. It might be good. We might actually find a new brand where I might go to the grocery store and eat this all the time.
If I'm placing bets, nope.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see, but the answer is no.
The thing that was weird about it that I found is that last time I tried to show it on camera, it was terrible. It says pressed with bronze dyes. I don't know why you would put that on your marketing and like what was going on there.
I mean, if the marketing is bad, like that's the best foot forward. You know that, right?
I mean, we shall see.
Caitlin, your taste buds are so fucked. You're gonna make a delicious salmon and pesto, and you're gonna kill it with rice pasta.
I've got 2 boxes of other pasta. I can always just make more pasta.
I would have 2 waters going right now.
It smells really good in my house, by the way. Like super good. I need my wooden spoon.
Oh yeah, no, the redolent salmon, and I zhuzhed mine up a little bit with sweet Hungarian pepper, paprika. And I also do not have sun-dried tomatoes, so I have these Roma tomatoes I need to kill. So I'm going to be using that instead. So I'm just dicing them right now.
My salmon looks really good. It just needs a little bit longer though. Oh, so can I make a suggestion? So, because you said you have another slot open, right?
Yeah, we do. November.
Alan Liska. Have you had Alan Liska on?
Who's that?
Alan Liska is a threat intelligence analyst for Recorded Future, who's the ransomware sommelier. He cooks.
Oh, so I know that Twitter handle.
Yes. And so I don't just like him because his last name rhymes with mine. And it would be kind of fun to have a Liska Kiska show. But, you know, he cooks and I would recommend him. I don't know if he's free or.
I assume you have some way to contact this person.
I will message him on Twitter.
Go for it. See, look, we're professionals. We act immediately.
Yes.
As we DM somebody on Twitter, which nobody ever checks.
I'm trying to get like the ratio of our like crude jokes to things correct today, because obviously as a woman, I have a lot of different opinions about checking your Twitter DMs.
Fair enough. You don't need more cucumbers, or it's eggplants. Eggplants.
Yes. I mean, not necessarily. Eggplants are large and juicy and people like actually enjoy eating.
Well, all right. So an eggplant that's been left out for 3 weeks in the spicy asshole of summer. How's that? Did I bring it back around?
I think
Full
every
circle.
woman who's ever gotten an unsolicited dick pic can actually, or man, every woman or man who's ever gotten an unsolicited dick pic can relate to that. So, yes.
I'm still astonished that unsolicited dick pics are that much of a thing. Like, I get it. I hear it. I don't dispute it. It's just astonishing to me that that is that common.
I don't personally understand it. And yeah, I actually can't get in the. I'm 5 foot tall, so this would be like me saying, I understand what it's like to be 7 foot tall. I just don't understand these. I can't actually, like, my brain can't wrap itself around that. I don't understand that experience, and I don't understand the experience of why you would think. One, I don't think. I think maybe some people actually like don't realize they're harassing people, and some people are just like, I don't know, I can't tell. What do you think everyone's harassing someone who sends them a dick pic, or do you think some people are just that insane where they're like, someone wants to see my fucking shriveled eggplant penis?
I guess maybe it's like a strange power dynamic. I'm going clinical psychology here.
Cole, bring this to the fantasy football chat. So that's the nice thing about our fantasy football chat is we bring it to the clinical psychologist and they answer some of these questions.
All right. Well, I look forward to an answer on Liska and Kiska.
Ooh, Brie, 1 a week.
Who's winning in the league right now?
Well, so we're on our 3rd game. So, I mean, there's a couple people who are 1-1. I lost my last game. I've sent you my fantasy football team. I'm like really.
Oh, you're fucked. Like you're.
I'm not
dead.
fucked. I'm not fucked. Not at all.
You're dead.
No.
You can't be that heavy on one team.
Kyler Murray's doing amazing. DeAndre Hopkins always amazing. What my running back Chase Edmonds is not necessarily very good. But I agree with you. I can't be a heavy on that team. I'm going to mix it up. But then the whole thing about fantasy football, sorry, ranting a little bit, is that it's very high variance. There's a bunch of injuries. I'm going to swap people in and out as the season goes on. Yep. I'm not always going to be this heavy on the Cardinals unless everyone is miraculously amazing and healthy the whole season, which isn't going to fucking happen.
Yeah, no. So how I've always won is just on the waivers.
Yes, you have to pay a lot of attention.
That is how I haven't played in a few years, but when I did, I mean, I guess everybody says this. I used to be really good. I had a pretty good run there. I won a few of my leagues, and it was all waivers.
So are you playing one this year, or what are you doing?
Nope, I haven't played in several years, and I haven't had the time to even watch football in years. I mean, like in the aughts when fantasy football first came around, I didn't get it. And then I realized the value of it is it makes every game relevant to watch, right? Usually if you're just a fan, the only thing you care about is watching your own team. But with fantasy football, you can actually care about like the Buffalo Bills playing.
This is why I was brought into this. This is 100% why I was brought into this.
So it makes 7 hours of drinking easier to stomach. That's 2 football games back to back for those of you who are doing the math.
All right, so here's what's up with the salmon. This is like 2 or 3 minutes away from where I want to get it. Okay. So you want it like slightly brown on the outside, but I just kind of like poked into it and it still needs a bit more. And salmon, the nice thing about salmon is it's not like steak or anything like that where you like, I mean, what do you think? I think you can cut into the salmon and like see what's up in the middle and it's not going to like run juices every single day, you know? So.
Well, my water's not ready, but my salmon is.
Let me see your can.
But I also had a thinner cut than you. So here's mine.
Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And I'll show them the albumin.
Yeah, here we go. All right,
because so that's what you want. You want the like the dark, the kind of like caramelization a little bit, but then you see how it's released the albumin from it. It's very good.
Almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost.
Well, because you have Mike Ellis as your personal culinary trainer.
Yeah, Mike. What was that one? He's my personal culinary instructor. It was instructor.
Yes. So when I saw, I have to say this, particularly if Mike's here, when I saw the thing of him with the Spam, I thought he was sucking the Spam juice out of the Spam. I thought he was sucking. I didn't know he was like. I didn't know it was going the other way. I thought he was sucking Spam juice out of the can, and I was like, oh my god, like this is hilarious, but also intense and terrible at the same time.
One, nobody would be surprised that Mike sucks Spam. 2, he goes both ways.
As a non-binary bisexual, I approve this message. That's it. Okay.
What was that? He's in chat.
Non-binary bisexual, I approve that message. So. Okay. How are we doing in time, by the way?
I mean, for a really simple meal that we thought we'd finish pretty quickly, we're like nowhere near it.
What are we at? Are we at like 30 minutes?
We're at like 35.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so my salmon's almost done, and then my pasta just needs a little bit more time. But you know how I am. I'm just Phil. I
haven't even started my pasta because my water's just on the verge of boiling.
That's okay. Tell them about the noodles, by the way. Show them the noodles.
Oh. So good noodles, straight from Italy. These things are just insanely amazing. Like if you've never had like good noodles, and like fresh ones are of course even better, but this compared to anything you've ever had boxed pasta is just, I could eat this just by itself. And if Mike were cooking, I would just make noodles on the side and this is what I would eat.
I think that's the other, if Mike is game, I think that's the other option is for the empty slot we do. I want to do spam fried rice.
Spam fried rice? You want to do a Hawaiian?
Like I want to do like literally like if we can, the 3 or 4 of us spam fried rice, like, because I've never made anything with spam.
You've never been to Hawaii?
No.
Okay, like spam. This isn't like picking on him. It is like the national meat for Hawaii, the state meat, I guess.
There's a bar near my house that's excellent that does spam fried rice, and they actually do it with Russian dressing, which is kind of strange, but it's good. It's actually very good. But then, yeah, I've never cooked anything with spam.
Yeah, I'm skeptical of that one.
Mike will have to be my spam shirt.
Well, I feel like if we're going to do Hawaiian, we need to get Rowdy on here.
I don't know. Oh, I dropped a noodle. I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's like the Hawaiian Twitter celebrity.
He's a Twitter person. His Twitter is wonderful. He has a wonderful Twitter.
That's because it's half of him just, not wearing a shirt and lifting things.
No, I think it's actually, I don't really care about that, but.
I mean, I don't care about that, but I don't mind it. It's not bad.
No, I think he has a funny Twitter.
Yeah, he does.
Entertaining Twitter.
Cole, no, you cannot microwave the noodles.
By the way, this is a man who has a 3D printer in his trailer he drives around the country with for his engineering jobs.
You cannot 3D print the noodles either.
I like it. Watch me. He might be like, yeah, this is a challenge now. So
I like that you can see the chat now that you're staff.
I like it makes me happy. And I think we have good people in the chat. And I like that I know most of these people. So anyone who's unfortunate enough to be my friend, thank you for being here. So
what mistakes in life led you to this moment?
Ooh, my salmon should be good at this point. Yes. Okay. All right. The salmon looks very nice.
So I've started sauteing my garlic in preparation. And one of the tricks I've picked up, because I've gotten really lazy about dicing or even squeezing garlic, is I just throw whole cloves in. And if you saute them enough and you cook them with other things, it just kind of all blends in.
The other thing that works, which is an interesting, if you're doing, it's not worth it if you're like doing cooking for 1 or 2 people. If you are, I like Hold My Tequila, by the way, that's excellent. We all need some tequila in our lives. If you are cooking with like a shitload of garlic, like you're making like a big feast for Thanksgiving or something, and you do the hack where you put it in the, I don't like calling it a hack, it's a trick. Where you put it in a container and shake it. If you actually shake it enough, all the skin falls off it, and it's really, really nice. So I don't know if you've tried it, but it works. So
no, I have done a lot of different tricks for it. And now I've just gotten to the point that I just pay for people to give me things where the garlic is already shucked.
That's how I feel about, like, yeah, my parents, instead of having me over to do the furniture, they hired someone and I was going to help them with the IKEA furniture. That's like, I'm like, I can't anymore. And then now,
No.
like, when people ask me for like troubleshooting advice, I'm like, this actually just, I can't do it. Like, I can help you a little bit, but I can't really. So.
Bree, you're in your 30s. No more IKEA furniture.
There's nothing wrong with some IKEA furniture.
No more IKEA furniture. You graduated. You're past that. Let it go. You can now buy furniture that shows up already assembled.
Do you know do you know in my 20s I moved every 6 months? I didn't live in one place for longer than a year.
I remember you didn't want to talk about this on your episode.
Yeah, but there's no one here now, so now I'll talk about it a little bit more. But yeah. So, not no one here. You understand, sorry. Okay. I need my pasta strainer. I had a pasta strainer out, and I put it somewhere, and now it's... Oh, here it is.
And by the way, Bree's on my side, so I mean, your friends are coming over. They know what right looks like.
So I tasted these noodles. These aren't terrible. I'm gonna have to taste them again in a second. But as of right now, that's the verdict. It's not terrible, to be honest.
All right, my noodles are going in. That's what he said.
They look after way too many whiskeys. Yes, that's the noodles going in.
Wait, did you say too many whiskeys?
After too many whiskeys, the noodles going in. Yes,
yes, yeah. Thank you. That was whiskey, dick, and noodle. Got it. Sorry.
Okay, so these are the noodles. They look good. I think they look good.
All right, my bad boys are going. So about 5 minutes for my noodles. I've got my garlic sauteing. What are we doing next?
Locked Life says, by the way, Locked on Your Life says IKEA has good bookshelves, which I know. Mama, do you want some more wine?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
My mother's good on wine.
Hi, Mom.
Oh.
Oh, you've summoned her. You have summoned her.
No, the wine summoned her. I just encouraged it.
No. It's all.
How are you doing today?
You asked my daughter. I have
She's
been
done a
on
great job.
a roll with tons of energy for several weeks. I changed up what I'm eating and drinking, and I always have a lot of energy, but I particularly do now. And oh my gosh, my house looks wonderful. I'm throwing things out. I'm giving things away. It's been great. Anyway, we can't wait to try this meal, and nice to see you again.
I love you, Mama.
Good to see you again. You've told her about Mother's Day episode, right?
Yes, she knows about Mother's Day. Yeah, yeah. She said she's in. I don't know if you heard it, but she said she's in. So, well, everyone gets to meet your mom too.
Actually, my mom is not available on that date. I talked to her. They're going on a cruise in the Antarctic.
Oh well, that's fair. That is fair. All right. So now what you do is you add garlic and sun-dried tomatoes to olive oil and toast them. So if I could do anything in the whole world, that's what I would do actually.
Yeah, my parents went there a couple of years ago. They loved it, and so they've already booked to go back. So, and they're going to be gone from April through May.
Are they going to the Arctic or the Antarctic?
The one down south.
Yes.
I don't think anybody goes to the north one.
That's why it has penguins.
Yeah, everybody goes to the south one. So they fly down to Argentina and then catch a boat over.
Yep.
It's a whole thing. But yeah, I pitched my mom a month ago on this, and she's not available. So I'm going to bring a random homeless old lady in, and that's going to be the Mother's Day.
I mean, that's.
But nobody knows this, and nobody's going to remember this. So that'll be my mom.
So you're going to just pretend.
Hey, this is TV. This is how this works.
I mean, no one knows. That's true.
Yeah.
You actually, I guess, if it's TV, you would just have to put an ad out, and just literally have actually from someone who really needs the work, because there's a lot of struggling actors. There's a ton of struggling actors. And I actually think that could be really, really fun if you just have someone who like literally that's the ad. Like, do you have like a motherly disposition and do you want to like make a couple $100?
Caitlin, I'm going to do a special episode from Los Angeles. My mom's going to be 22.
I mean, she could have just had a lot of Botox. I wouldn't say that, so.
Cole wants to be my mom.
Cole would be Cole's a very nice person.
I think Cole's more of a drunkle. I get the feeling he's a drunkle, not a mom.
Cole's a drunkle, but he's very nice. He's very, very nice.
No, drunkles can be very lovely, but not a mom.
I think this is the pro move is just to hire. You should never have even said anything. And I guess we can pretend that it never happened, but you should just hire a struggling actress as your mother. And that's
Caitlin, the casting calls are going out.
Okay. So this actually looks really good and I'm interested in this.
Must love Jell-O.
There's so many ways I could take this right now, and I'm keeping it inside, and I'm keeping it. Like,
I mean, seriously, that was just a silly Jell-O wrestling joke. So, I mean, it's not that complicated. It's not that complicated to build off of.
I'm keeping it really inside. So, Cole talking about himself says, "Don't talk to your mom that way, Bryson."
What? Don't talk to your mom. Tony, you're also not my mom.
What I really think we should.
Besides, Tony, you're a grandpa.
I think we should auctioning off the opportunity to be my mom for a day and cook on the cooking show.
It's interesting.
I'm serious.
Let's explore this. I'm intrigued. I'm a little terrified, but intrigued at the same time. Same way I felt the first time I saw a chicken beak.
Woo! Bringing it all back to the first 5 minutes of the show. I love it. I love it, Bryson. Ooh, Tony Hunt. I'm in. Break out your wallet, Tony. The ability to be Bryson's mom for one day. Make him clean his room. Do different things of that nature.
Oh, boy. And now I'm regretting this.
I think that would be a fun gimmick, though. I'm not going to lie. I think that would be a very fun gimmick.
I don't know what the definition that you have of being my mom is for a day.
All right, friends. Don't do what I did. I'm now, again, for something very simple. This is where Bryson and I are in life. We're taking longer than it should.
Don't do what she did and agree to come on the show.
So I burnt my fucking... All right, so part of this is it's not all garlic. Yeah. I was having too much fun. Part of this is sun-dried tomatoes, but part of this is garlic. I burnt my garlic. When you burn your garlic, there is no taking it back. It's fucked. It's absolutely, absolutely fucked. You can't do it. You have to start again. So that's what I'm going to do. That will take 10 seconds, though. Okay.
Extra toasty.
No, you just gotta throw it out. You can't fix burnt garlic. You just can't.
Nope, it's acrid. Tastes terrible.
Okay.
All right. Well, my perfectly cooked garlic and Roma tomatoes are ready whenever you are.
God damn it! I was asking for this. I was asking for this.
You did invite a little karma when you were
I gave
like,
you shit and yeah.
oh, Bryson, you're not ready.
I thought I was being entertaining for the television.
Back to you. How does somebody donate to your charity? Which, by the way, that Caitlin is matching.
Yep. So, Cole, it's go to Forgotten Harvest. If you just Google Forgotten Harvest Detroit, it will come up. If you can send it to me because you know me like in real life. Send me your donation, and then I will. I'll match whatever it is up to $100. So.
I am draining my pasta.
You're gonna get there before I am, motherfucker.
And I suppose I should phrase my superior pasta. I guess I should have
You
correctly.
do have to, well, I mean, taste it. I don't know. Maybe it got really fucked up last minute. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Caitlin, I will take that challenge any day. This stuff is good. Oh, going to our game show idea. I can just like mail you some of our pasta. Our pasta, like it's mine. I can mail you some of this pasta.
Okay, do you actually want to explain, because we have 6 people here. We've got Cole and Bree and some people I don't know, some of the ideas that we have and see what they think. Because I think some of them are good.
What ideas?
For the spin-off shows.
Oh, all right. Sure. Let's run some of the ideas, and the crowd here can give us some feedback. So, first up, food for fucking.
Yes.
I think that was you and Mike.
That, and then Ryan toned it down, said food for flirting, which is also very good.
Yeah.
Which that's the idea. Oh, go ahead.
We're definitely going to do an Only Aprons episode. So we're targeting a December for that, because that's kind of an open month. So we will do an episode where all we wear is just aprons. Themed meals. So working off of different ideas. Is there cuddles for food? I mean, I guess we could do a before and an after course.
Cuddles food is a good one, actually. Cuddles food is a very good one.
All right, Bree, I'm putting that down. Cuddles
like, straight up, if someone when you were cuddling was like, "Let me make you this dish," I'd be like, "Yes, please." You know.
Well, I feel like post-coitus, like you'd accept any food. It's not really like that's a really low bar. Like food for fucking, like you're trying to achieve something. Cuddling, you're like, yeah, go ahead. Like I'll take it. Like that's grilled cheese.
I think with cuddle food, I think there's a logistical. Like I think there's like logistical.
Oh, all right. See, fair, yeah, because you're in bed, so or you're on the couch, or you're on whatever horizontal surface that you.
And you don't want the person to be gone for too long. You want them back quickly. You want them back quickly with the food.
So I feel like this is like total grilled cheese territory.
Oh,
5 minutes, delicious, still sensuous. You can eat it, no crumbs because toasted and cheese. Cuddle food is so like a meatball sub.
Yes.
Cole, if you're doing it wrong, that's true.
All right.
That is true. Sloppy seconds. Think about it. Marriage chicken. I don't even remember what the fuck that was.
Marriage chicken is like what you make. That gets more into food for flirting is what you'd make for someone.
Oh, right. And then the one that I was really intrigued on was the us doing our own Iron Chef. And so what we were going to. What?
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, no, I thought this was clever. So what we're gonna do on this one is we'll bring in 2 different guests. One or more of the staff will be there moderating it, and we'll Instacart just hours before the show starts random ingredients, and then so like delivered to their home, and then they have to, of course, produce, and we just judge and make snide comments.
Basically. These noodles aren't bad.
These noodles are life-changing, so good luck for your compromise of not bad. All right, everybody really likes the Iron Chef idea. I think everyone's as excited as we were when we came up with it.
Okay, so right now I'm putting my noodles in with my toasted garlic and my pesto. I enjoy this because we were like, We've got this down in like 30 minutes to be done. It's gonna be easy. And now we're at a cool hour. I'm done. Actually.
We're almost at an hour. Yeah.
I am done.
We are a delicious mess. All right. So how do we bring this all together? Oh, we still have arugula to throw in here too.
Yes.
So how do we bring this all together?
On the plate.
Rubber.
On the plate. Do like a slice of salmon and then do the pasta on the side. And I think that'll be very nice.
What about the arugula?
Toss the arugula in with the pasta and the pesto. Oh my gosh, this looks really good. Yes! Oh my god. This looks really good. Yeah, it looks, come look, it looks really good. Ooh, yeah, you can come look. Yeah, I'll make you a plate. Yeah. Okay, this actually looks really good.
I like how you're surprised.
Well, I mean, Bryson, you're giving me imposter syndrome about brown rice noodles. I think this looks good. So, it's not like the fanciest thing. It actually should. This is like if you're filming a YouTube cooking show, it will take you 54 minutes. If you're just cooking in your house, it should take you a little bit less. And I'm going to actually try the noodles.
You don't actually have imposter syndrome. You're you're a really good cook.
Oh no, I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, good. But seriously, come on. Oh, boom.
It's good. The sauce is really good, and the noodles are good. And then the actual, with the pasta with it, or the sauce is good.
All right, you ready to close it out?
Yeah.
For a picture?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh my God, Brett! Sorry, my fantasy. Brett's also my fantasy football chat. Oh no, the pictures.
Don't worry, I got you at the worst possible angle.
You always do. Oh,
yeah, you look terrible. Too bad. Sucks to be you.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Last shout out for the charity.
Pardon. Thank you, Cole, for donating. Brett, looking at you. Anyone else who wants to donate, we're going to actually raise money tonight for Forgotten Harvest, which is a charity that delivers 138,000 pounds of surplus food per day to local charities 5 days a week in the Metro Detroit area. Brett and Cole, I'm looking at you, who are both from Detroit, so donate some money and I will match everything up to $100. So thank you.
And for the rest of you cheapskates not doing that, at least hashtag Unicorn Chef. Share your spicy thoughts on what we did. Share our ridiculous comments. Share pictures of you making food yourself.
This was an insane episode, so thank you for watching. Anyone who did, yes. Cheers.